What is going on, everyone? My name is Tyler, otherwise known as the Bodybuilding Foodie. And excuse my hair right now, I just came back from the gym. But today is the start of a new series that I'm doing where I'm going to be covering various food items that hopefully you could find at your local grocery store. So in this first episode, I'm covering the Okinawan Purple Sweet Potato, which shouldn't be confused with the Stokes Purple Sweet Potato that I have here that can be found at your local Whole Foods. Now, the main difference between the two is that the Okinawan Sweet Potato skin is much more light in color. It almost has like a beigey white color to it, while the skin of the Stokes Purple Sweet Potato is much more purple and dark. Now, I have a baked one right here, and as you can see, once you bake it, it's kind of more of like a brown color. In terms of taste and texture, the Okinawan Sweet Potato is much sweeter and has almost this bready consistency that I can't quite explain, but it's delicious. It's absolutely my favorite sweet potato variety. I'm going to post some macronutrients on screen right about now. Just know that, like the regular orange sweet potatoes, the Okinawan sweet potato is also a really good source of complex carbohydrates as well as fiber. Now, of course, because it's purple, it's also very rich in anthocyanins, I think that's how you pronounce it, which give the potato its distinctive purple color. Anthocyanins are also found in stuff like red cabbage, blueberries, any fruit or veggie that has that dark hue, even, I believe, maybe even black rice. Don't quote me on that though. But anthocyanins are a good source of antioxidants, so of course you don't want to develop cancer. Eat your Okinawan sweet potatoes, am I right? So how I've actually gone and prepared these sweet potatoes is that I split them into three groups. A few of them I cut into potato-sized wedges, and then in the next group I just split them down the middle, and this is actually how I prefer them. Just cut them right down the middle. What happens is when you bake it, it gets this really nice crust that I just love. And then the third way is I literally just took a whole sweet potato, jabbed a fork into it a couple times. I threw all of them in the oven for 15 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And after the 15 minutes, I'm gonna take them out, flip the potato wedges in the halves, leave the hole there, of course, just so that it cooks evenly. Now, depending on the size of the sweet potatoes and how you actually cut them up, it should bake for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Of course, the smaller the size pieces, the quicker it's gonna bake, but I reckon this is gonna be done in like 40 minutes. One more thing I like to add is that I do not add any other ingredients on these sweet potatoes. I just eat them plain whole like that. No oil, no salt, no seasonings or anything. I personally just prefer it to be plain. Alright, so the patatas are done. And one thing, I actually went to go take a shower while these were baking in the oven, which isn't the safest thing, but that's why I have this new hairdo going on. But anyways, like I said before, these sweet potatoes, I did not add any oil, salt, or anything to these joints, just because I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to sweet potatoes. I like the natural flavors of the potatoes to speak for themselves. But as you can see here, this is a potato wedge I got here, and see the crust that forms. Now, visually, it really doesn't do the potatoes that much justice, but man, oh man, it really helps with the texture of the sweet potato, in my opinion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna break this open. Ooh, look at that. Looking like Thanos' butt cheeks. Alright, so here's a fry. Same deal. It gets this beautiful, beautiful dark purple, almost blue in color, flesh inside. Oh, look at that, dude. Oh my god. So as you can see, if you guys have ever had the purple sweet potato that are sold in Whole Foods, the Stokes brand or whatever, when you bake it, it doesn't really get this rich, dark, deep purple color. It almost turns like magenta or something, which is kind of like weird compared to this. And man, this color is just packed with anthocyanins. I'm just talking like I know what anthocyanins actually do. I know it's an antioxidant though. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and eat one of these. Look, it looks so dry, right? But when you take a bite inside, damn. So these potatoes are quite sweet, and the texture of it almost comes off like bread. And the combination of the two is just like amazing. It has, in my opinion, it has the best texture in the sweet potato game, the best flavor in terms of, I can't explain the sweetness. It's not necessarily as sweet as like a regular Jewel sweet potato, or like the Garnet ones, which are usually or the orange ones, but they're a little bit bigger, and those are like sickeningly sweet. These are just like the right amount of sweet. I'm gonna take a bite of this. I actually like the fries better, surprisingly. Another thing I like to do with these is I actually prefer, in terms of like these half ones, I actually prefer to have them cool down and throw them in the fridge, let them like get a little bit cold, and then reheat them in the microwave. And I think it actually tastes better. I guess it allows like all the starches in the sweet potato to kind of like cook a little bit more and develop this really rich flavor. But I don't know, I find if you refrigerate them and then you microwave them, it tastes a lot better, and you can really get a taste of that sweetness. One last thing I want to say is that these are pretty pricey. Now, I don't know where they're grown. I mean, they're called Okinawan Sweet Potatoes. I know they're from Okinawa, Japan, but I don't know if they're grown anywhere in the States. But yeah, they go from anywhere from like $2.99 to $4 a pound. So at least that's what I've seen around here, in Illinois. Honestly, I still think it's worth it. It's literally my favorite source of complex carbohydrates, period. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Fantastic Food. That's the name I think I'm going to go with. That said, please leave a like if you got something out of this video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell icon to get these videos right to you. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.